I just feel like as a single woman dating in general, that like it's not too much to ask if you like dogs and are not particularly religious. You maybe lean a certain way politically, but don't talk about it every day. Don't have a history of addiction, like your family and get along with them, and don't have insane traumatic mommy issues. Have a job that you do enjoy and financially stable.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Already two things are a problem, but I'm just gonna cover one. First and foremost, no, I'm gonna cover both. First and foremost, if a motherfucker is not cool with his family, who the fuck are you to sit there and say that this is a requirement to dating? Like, this is a requirement. This is the standard, right? There are some people who grew up with fucked up families. Two, a motherfucker who sits there. I'm sorry for cursing, but I just peeped this. Just because a person does not like their job, that doesn't mean that they're not suited to do the job. Just because somebody doesn't like something, that's probably the reason why they're into position to do the job. You think men like going to war? It's something we have to do. You think that some people want to be fucking CEOs or something? Sometimes it's more of a fucking headache, but then you sit there and say that you want the person to be financially stable. Let's continue. Let's continue.
And then haven't cheated on any of your exes. I just feel like that's pretty basic, but I don't know, I guess not, because I have yet to meet somebody who passes all 7 requirements. That's all.
What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I'm just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. All right, let's break this down. I'm not a body language professional, and I'm not gonna act like I am. But just look at her stance. Just look how she's postured up in this video. Look at her swirling her little apple juice, her apple cider, in the fucking the her glass. Right? Her whole stance is that of condensation. I don't know why they act like as though it's so fucking hard for women, because it's not, and it's not even fucking close when it comes down to the dating scene. In fact, women pretty much hold all the fucking power in the dating scene. It, they have access to sex like that. Like, don't let's not play games here and act like this is not the case. And for this person here who's full of shit, because this person is full of shit. But let's continue. It is not hard for ladies to be successful at dating. Now, if you want to find a longer, better lasting relationship, all you have to do to find decent men, right, is be a decent person and be nice and be slightly nicer to the guys you like. That's it. That's it. If you make yourself accessible and you're nice to the guys, and that goes a long way. I know that that shit sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy for women, that's what it takes, right? That's it. Yes, that's fucking all it is. Because men in the year 2024 and for the last probably 10 goddamn years have been so starved and desperate for attention. Like I've said before, if a woman compliments a guy and says that he looks nice, even if he just looks decent, right? But she's saying it, that makes his fucking day. And that he goes home. He remembers that. He'll take that shit to the grave. Something that these women take for granted every single day. But yes, you look so stunning. Yes, you look great. And they look like as though they done fucking had a fight with Flower and lost, right? It's bullshit. It's not that hard for women. And here's another thing, because I'm covering all the bases. If the guy is not quick on the upkeep, and maybe you've been taking some time, and it should take some time when it comes to dating. You should not just be dating left and right. I know that this is what they say in female empowerment when it comes down, or just the way modern dating is you're literally just going out there and doing blind dates. First and foremost, what do you think the success rate of blind dates are? Everybody wants everything to happen instantly. What you're asking for is something that is more traditional. And for you to get something traditional without putting in the work, that's insane. And yet, you know what? That is the modern entitled woman in this day and age. Every time we see these videos, we run into women who say all these things about men, but what are they bringing to the table? Now, look, if the guy does not bite your line instantly, but he's not dating nobody, He's a good guy and all of that, and you're interested in him. All a girl has to do is guide him. There are things you can do. There are literal things you can do. And I don't mean the female videos of, oh, this is how I look when I flirt, and you just look at a guy slightly and then your work is done. Meanwhile, you got a guy on the other end working out at the gym, making all this money, trying to be fly, doing all this extra shit, and the girl's not picking up. No, listen, you guide them just like women used to do back in the day when a guy that they like probably wasn't picking up on it early. Listen, I'm just gonna say I'm a simplifier, all right? There are things you can do. There are fucking things you can do to secure your bacon, right, ladies? To secure your bacon, there are things you can do. All right, simplify it. It's like fucking Uno. The guy is across from you and y'all playing Uno. You know what you do? You don't gotta play your hand, right? But he knows you got a hand. You you make the cards face him. You don't gotta play your hand. You make the cards face him. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, ladies? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Good. Now draw 30. Now back to this fucking problem. This girl who's literally holding the whole Uno deck and she's reversing it and making herself draw cards. She's not even playing with anybody else because she's her own problem. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. She is her own problem. You say you're just dating everywhere. This is what she says. She's dumb. That's dumb. So you're just accepting all applications. So whenever you run into these guys, and I forgot the number of what the number is for guys who sit there and they will literally, they're dogs, right? You're running into dog. That's literally what it is. I think it's like 20% of men, right, are just out there and they're just throwing bones at anything to see what they can get out, right? They're just right, and these men are low quality men for the most part, and they're overlooked the good guys. They're good guys. Not the nice guys, the good guys, because nice guys are not nice, but the good guys. They overlook the good guys, right? They overlook these good guys, and then they start complaining. So I'm just say it. If you're just accepting all applications and wonder why you keep stepping on mouse traps, or are you just going online for instant gratification? Because those are fucking landmines. Now you're wondering why you're stepping on landmines. It is so rare to find a lasting relationship online. It's not impossible, but those sites, Tinder, Bumble, Facebook Marketplace, if that's a thing, are not set up for long lasting relationships. Those are set when you want to go to Pound Town. That's what they are. And the funny thing about those sites is they're skewered in the female's favor. So if it's not working out for you, don't do it. Don't do it. So to sum this up, she's entitled. I would say this woman is lazy even. You want something to come to you instantly, but you're not smart. And what I mean by you're not smart is you're putting your business out there. Like what you did is not a mistake. And trust me, what you're doing is a mistake. But this is what you're conditioned to think is okay. You shouldn't be doing this. The saying goes, to human is to err. But to err, then consistently upload your mistakes is retarded. And her personality. Her personality is of condensation. That's her trait. That's her personality trait. It oozes. It's condensation. No real man wants to deal with a woman that is putting him down consistently. Unless he's a fucking simp, unless he's a fucking beta, unless he's a fucking cuck, or unless he doesn't care and he's saying whatever that she wants so that he can bang her and keep it moving. Congratulations, you're now Haley. You're now Haley. The funny thing is that if she end up on the show, the button, she would lose to a Haley. She would lose to Haley. Irony, right? Like she's claiming checks her mental can't cash. And for real, either drink the orange, drink the apple juice, stop swirling it around like you got it like that, like you some high profile woman, like you some high quality woman. Drink the fucking apple juice. And one more thing, and you know damn well no man is sitting here talking to her about politics. You know with the way that she acts. She's saying something that sounds so ridiculous, and he's correcting her, and she can't stand it because she probably don't gotta come back for it. Anyway, guys, I'll check you next time. Peace.